It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we...
Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A-chain again. It was almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. They'll stick with A-chain. And he's brought down for a loss.
Only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. They took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting into the end zone. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He does that again here. They should be winners.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Makes the grab and bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Looking for a target. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. He's on the move. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. defense has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. McAllister now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Achane, a first down carry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Has him on the quick hitter. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back now, pressure on its way. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down. We're a quarter of the way through. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Receiver in motion going left.
Such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down mark.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Bills start to fight back with their first points of the... Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense working quickly. Caught it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does. Because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum on. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they can rip that ball away from you too.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A-Chain on the inside give. He's contained at the line for no gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's A-Chain running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Bills with a chance to break this tie. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun here. His pass caught by Nacua. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Able to find Nacua here. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's caught. Devon A-Chain. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. All right, set now. 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing it again here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, Buffalo. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. McAllister now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll throw on 1st. A-Chain reels it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing from the gun. Has a man, it's Achane. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Keetrell Clark picks it. And the Lions do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've hit halftime all time. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. And he's bottled up quick. This just crosses the 25 to about the 27. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. Oh, he trucked that defender. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 44 here on second down. Bails out of the pocket quick. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front. Just as equally motivated to get off the field.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice game.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 36. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grab the lead on their first series of the half. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. They go play action on first. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can tie it up after hitting Painter in the third. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. McAllister now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 39. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second down carry for A.J. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Robinson in motion right. Throw on 3rd down. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you have to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's taken down at the 30. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. He's dropping back to throw. Andrews with the catch. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. Near the goal line. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. On first down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Second and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You can play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the bounce with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem, well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bills lead by 15 now. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That one's complete right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Pass play now. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. They're going play action. Catch is made in close. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now the Lions line it up for a very important 2-point try. They'll try to run it in. And he'll get in. The 2-point try successful. Now they trail by 7. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He did it! He made the interception! And the Lions have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. It's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Dave. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10 now. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be first down, Detroit. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw it on first down. That throw behind his intended target.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Trying to work as fast as possible.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. That back remains hungry.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Setting up to pass. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. And now the Lions lining up for a very important 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Even with a little time left here, Brock, kicking the extra points, probably the safer call.
And with that little time left, even if you do get the 2, still got a chance to drive down, your opponent does, and kick that game-winning field goal. Now you need some way to get the ball back in a hurry, and the chances are so limited.
And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They have the ball back, but that lead now cut down to a single point, Brock. They want to run out that clock if they can, but above all else, they got to take care of that football.
This is situational football at its best. You work and prepare for these moments, and as an offense, you've got to love this situation. You don't want to play so conservative and have what you just said in the back of your mind, can't turn it over, can't make a mistake. No, you want to flip that switch and say the ball's in our hand, go finish it.
We send a man in motion. H.N. again on 2nd. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The defense takes its third and final timeout. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Lions get ready to return to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Makes the play in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.